and they found all these records in the attic. And my grandfather was like, just toss them. And my mom was like, well, let me call Jess. Hey, this is Jessie Morgan. I probably never talk about this stuff. I do, but I don't. And records that you see behind me, I haven't really talked about them like that. But I inherited these from my grandparents. My mom wanted to go over to my grandparents' house and help clean out the attic. My grandfather was going crazy. This is still when my grandmother was alive. My grandmother was a little bit of a pack rat. She loved to keep everything. So my grandfather knew that he needed to clean out this attic, but having her in the house, my gosh, she would have I want this, don't take that type of thing. So basically what they did was I took my grandmother out for the day. We went shopping, we went to eat, whatever, and they all cleaned out the attic and they found all these records in the attic. And my grandfather was like, just toss them. And my mom was like, well, let me call Jess, because my mom knows that I'm even though I was born in 1986, I love old school music. I love it, and vintage things like that. And so my mom called me and said, hey, do you want these records? And I'm like, yeah. So some of the coolest ones that I have, I just cherish these to this day. Of course, we got to talk about Michael Jackson, right? I mean, I still have there's still the plastic. Look, there's Michael Jackson, of course. The plastic is still on it. Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. I mean, this is, one of the best albums he's ever done. I mean, Thriller's there, Bad is great, and of course, Off the Wall. Hello. But I just love it because it says contains the hit singles, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and all that type of stuff. But I think what makes it so cool is it still has, my grandparents obviously bought this from Tower Records, which is an iconic record place. And the fact that they still have the ticket that says Tower Records sell $5.99. I mean, that's insane. I mean, this was published, so long ago, and I just love it. And it still plays beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. I made sure I cover them, and I have a record player and everything. So this one I really cherish. Okay, and then another one. I don't think people realize, okay, we know the movie that came out, 10 plus years ago with Jennifer Hudson and Beyonce and Jamie Foxx and all that stuff. But that movie was based off of the Broadway musical Dreamgirls, which the famous Jennifer Holliday sang, and You're Gonna Love Me. We all know that song. It's just, she sings it so beautifully in that show, in that Broadway show, and it's just so iconic. But the fact that my grandparents had the original soundtrack to the Broadway musical, this is just, I'm still just shocked, and Loretta Devine, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Jennifer Holliday, this is iconic, okay? And it plays beautifully. So this one I just really cherish too. So this one, I had to learn a little bit about this one because, The Woman in Red, big motion picture. Let me do it like this, you can really see it. But, The Woman in Red, music, but what made it so cool was music by Stevie Wonder. I didn't realize that all of these songs were on this soundtrack. I mean, so really, I cherish this because it's Stevie Wonder. I mean, I don't know, I didn't know that. Of course, I'm, 80s baby, I didn't know, and I'm sorry, forgive me, don't crucify me on social media, I didn't know. But it's You with Diane Warwick and Stevie Wonder. It's More Than You. I Just Called to Say I Love You, Stevie Wonder. Love, Light, and Flight, Stevie Wonder. I mean, Moments Aren't Moments, Diane Warwick. Two iconic people on this album. On this soundtrack. So I love this one too. There's just nothing else to say. Come on. Nat King Cole. I was so honored when I found this one in the batch because it's Nat King Cole. This record was first published in 1959 and it plays beautifully, and it is just, he's just got one of the original Velvet voices, and I'm just so blessed to have this because this is just, to me, on another level. Of course, you can't go without Marvin Gaye. It's Marvin Gaye, you know what I mean? Of course, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston's debut album, and I think since she's passed, this is just really Tina Turner. Come on. Private Dancer, love it. Kenny Rogers, come on. This one's hilarious because this is GC Cameron. This is my mom's ex-boyfriend. Yeah, this is hilarious. But GC had a few hits, and one of his top hits was written by Stevie Wonder. So it's just kind of cool. I mean, I still keep it. I don't really display this one, but my parents, they laugh at it. I think it's hilarious. Where's my... And I think the older I've gotten, the more I've appreciated this one. Tom Jones. I mean, my grandparents had everything. My grandparents have like a record of like Walt Disney, like with lullabies, like or like children's stories. My grandparents have Oh Yeller on a record. Like, I mean, the amount of records that I have is just insane. But I'm just so grateful that like I have these, you know? So love you, grandmama, grandfather, you guys are the bomb. I'm just grateful I can cherish these and display them. I literally used, I used picture ledges from IKEA. So all of these are picture ledges. If I can get this in, that'd be great. From IKEA. So it's very easy to put together. And my mom even used it in her house. She loved it so much because she has tons of records too. So it's just a fun way to display. And every time people come over, whether it's guests or just, you know, people coming to fix something, they always have something to say about the records. So I'm just grateful that I have them and they play, they work. Like I really try to preserve them as best as I can. So just happy that I have them. So that's all. I just wanted to share like a little cool feature that I have in my house or displays, and just grateful.